Fareed Zakaria, host of Fareed Zakaria, GPS, and retired NATO Supreme Allied Commander General Wesley Clark. General Clark, what's your reaction to these news strikes?
Well, I'm glad that we followed up. I think we are still doing BDA. We've got to do a better job of targeting. And the way you do it is you strike, you put the eyes and ears back on the area, you watch the reaction, you look at it carefully, and you build your target packages. But in every case, I would hope that we would try to achieve escalation dominance over the Houthis. If they fire one missile, we take out 3 targets. If they fire 3 missiles, we take out 6 targets. In other words, we try to stay away from a tit for tat. And ultimately, if we can't take out the assets they're using to strike these ships, then we've got to go to find assets they value more highly.
Fareed, what did these strikes, both last night and this latest round, what do you think it means for the prospects of a wider conflict in the region?
Oh, it definitely increases the prospects, and it has always been true that this is a conflict that is poised to turn into something larger. And the reason is Iran has many allies, and most of its allies are like the Houthis. These are proxy fighters, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, of course. And what the Houthis have done is they have found a way to inflict a cost on, business as usual. So the United States has to respond, and it has to try to achieve escalation dominance, as Wes Clark was saying, but it has to also try not to let this spread out of control. And that's a very delicate balance. And it's trying to reestablish deterrence while at the same time not itself produce a widening of the war. I'm not sure there's a lot of danger here, because the United States could get drawn into precisely the thing that Washington was telling Saudi Arabia to be careful of, which is if you drag yourself into a Yemeni civil war, siding with one side, attacking the Houthis, that could go on for a long time. So there's that danger. On the other hand, you've got to make sure that the shipping can go through the Persian Gulf. This is the lifeline of much of the world. This is where oil flows to lots of places all over the world.